What's up YouTube? This is Weapon X SJ. Today I'm going to be doing a review. It's going to be a hardware review of something a long time ago, an old system, an old portable system. It's the Sega Nomad. Right there. For those of you can kind of see my camera in the reflection. For those of you that don't know what the Sega Nomad is, it's basically a portable Sega Genesis. It looks a lot like a Game Gear, except you can play full-size Sega cartridges on it anywhere you want. Just pops in the top there. It's kind of big, kind of bulky. It came out toward the end of the Sega Genesis existing, or Sega Mega Drive, for those of you in Europe. I'm talking to you, Nintendo freaks. I kind of remember it as a kid. I barely remember it. I didn't know anyone that had it, and I just kind of remember it existing. But it wasn't until years later, which I mean like about 6 months ago from present day, that I kind of just rediscovered on eBay, and I was like, oh yeah, portable Sega. Like, I think I remember that. I was like, wow, it's crazy, and I just wanted one. So it didn't do too well because just like the Game Gear, the Game Boy just beat everything back then. It was bulky as hell. These weren't as small as Game Boy games. You couldn't basically carry around a bunch of these in your pocket. You know, they're full-size Sega cartridges. The battery life was atrocious, just like the Game Gear. The way the batteries worked, there's no battery pack in it right now, but this is the battery pack. You can put 6 batteries into there. So that's kind of an F load, 6 batteries. And then you close it up, and it goes into the back of the thing. I haven't used it yet because I don't want to destroy the earth by using 6 batteries every time I want to play this shit. But it goes in that. It makes it even bulkier, if you can believe it. But anyway, 6 batteries goes in there. It's only like a 2-hour battery life for 6 batteries, so that's pretty bad. It's too bulky battery life. So it didn't do too well, but for me it's like a godsend. I love it. If you don't want to use the batteries, you got some options here. I have the cigarette lighter thing for your car. I don't smoke, but cigarette lighter is awesome because it charges my cell phone and other products, including my Sega Nomad. So you can play this on the go. And then it's just got a regular outlet. This is the outlet for the Generation 2 Sega Genesis. The Generation 1 I hear doesn't work. I don't have a Generation 1. The longer one with the switch that goes left to right as opposed to just a button that turns on the Sega Genesis and has a headphone jack. That's the first generation. The second one's the smaller one with the push down power button. This should work for that as well as your Nomad. So if you buy a Nomad on eBay and you have a Sega Genesis Generation 2 or 3, you already have a way to power it. So I basically just use that. I bring this to work and I play it on my lunch breaks. I plug it into the wall. I work at a pizza place and I sit out there in the lobby and play my Sega while eating a salad. And it's cool because people walk by and be like, what the hell is that? And I'm like, oh, it's a Sega. And they're like, what the hell, are you playing Streets of Rage? I haven't played that since I was freaking 7 years old. And we talk about it, it's all good. So it's good times. But other than that, like, it didn't do too well, but you know, I really like it a lot. So we're going to take a look at the actual thing close up. I'm going to show you all the features on it. One thing I forgot to mention in my little overview before we look at the features there is the buttons. It actually went with 6 buttons. You can see them A, B, C, X, Y, and Z, which I'm really glad they did because everyone knows the standard Genesis controller is just a 3-button controller, which is good because most of the games, you know, they work for 3 buttons. They model them after that because they know the Genesis only has 3 buttons. But a lot of games, such as Street Fighter, a lot of the fighting games, you need light, medium, hard punch, light, medium, hard kick, and you can't do that with the 3 buttons. People know it was kind of a nightmare because you would only have all punches and then you could hit start and they would be all kicks, but you couldn't have them both at the same time. So the 6 button was very helpful. They modeled it after this, and you needed this basically to play Street Fighter on your regular Sega. But since 6 buttons are already on there, it made it all good for any game basically on the Sega Genesis. Alright, now we're going to look at the features. Alright everybody. I'm behind the camera now. This is the Sega Nomad up close and in person. There's me. You might see my reflection on the screen. It's got a lot of cool features on it. I'm going to run through them real quick. First of all, let me do the basic things. Here's all buttons, your start. The crosspad is actually really awesome. It's really easy to do Street Fighter moves, unlike the Xbox 360 controller. People know what I'm talking about for Street Fighter 4. Up top, this is your power switch. This is the the power. So, you know, you plug it in the wall, which I recommend because you don't want to destroy the earth by having this eat all your batteries in the freaking world. So that plugs into there. This is where the cartridge goes. It says cartridge input. Looks like that with the cartridge in there. Buttons, ABC, XYZ. Here's awesome feature at the bottom. This is a Player 2 controller. You can plug in your standard Genesis controller, or the 6-button variety, which I recommend if you're going to play Street Fighter with your friend. And just plug it straight in there, and you can play 2 players anywhere you want. 2-player Sega Genesis, just like you're sitting at home on this little screen though. But the screen is awesome, we'll get to that. This is volume and headphone jack, which is super awesome because in my house sometimes people are watching TV and some show I'm not interested in, one of my roommates, and I'll just plug this headphone jack in and I'll just play my Sega Genesis, and I don't have to take the TV away from them. You know, they can use my TV and I don't mind because I can play my Sega here. Control input, this is the brightness screen. Sometimes you can't see it all, so you gotta turn it up or down. So you can turn the brightness with this control here. Up top is another super awesome thing. It's an AV out. And again, your AV out for your Series 2 Sega or your Series 3 Sega should work for this. And you can plug this in your TV, and it's basically a Genesis you can play on your TV now. So not only is it a portable Genesis, but it's an actual Genesis. So that's pretty much the whole thing. You got your power, volume, headphone jack, 2-player controller input, standard Genesis controller. Here's all the buttons on the top, your power, and AV out if you want to play on your TV. Alright, now I'm going to try to play a game here. I don't know how good the quality is going to be, but I'm just going to film the screen. We'll play Sonic 2. It's a game everyone knows, so you can see it on this. Alright, you guys should be able to hear my narration, but just in case you can't, what I was saying while I was playing Sonic was basically how good the screen looks, how there's no shadowing effects, and it's full color and it looks really good. I also mentioned that I'm looking through the camera and looking at my camera's LCD screen rather than the Nomad, so the play's kind of weird. It's like awkward angle for me, so that's why I suck. Anyways, the rest of it's just me playing the first level of Sonic, so enjoy. Alright everybody, here is Sonic 2. Get started, we got it going pretty good here. Here's me playing. This is the actual screen, and it looks awesome. I'm going to get close in, so you won't be able to see my fingers move around, but here we go. Playing Emerald Hill Zone Act 1. I'm actually looking through my camera to play instead of the actual screen, because I can't get it to look good for me, because the angle's kind of bad, just like a shitty laptop. Sometimes you can't see the laptops from the side. So I'm looking at the camera to play, not the actual Nomad, so that's why I suck right now. But it looks awesome. See, the speed's good. There's not like any shadowing effects. Ah, crap. So this is it. This is Sonic 2. This tail's falling around. Looks awesome. Full color. Portable Sega. Playing Sonic 2. There it is. You see it on the top. Just got a little shield here. I feel protected now. I feel good. Oh, can't move it up. Oh, hit the screen. Oh, you ass. There's this loops. Quality's not that good, but if you don't think the quality's good, it's my camera, not the actual Nomad. Alright, I'm going to move on to another game. I want to show you Street Fighter, and hopefully I can pull off the moves and see it, because the control pad's really good. It's real smooth. Should be able to do a Dragon Punch pretty easy. Alright, that was level 1 Sonic. Alright, YouTube, here we go. We got I'm paused right now, but I just want to show you the cross. It's really good. It's like one whole button. See how it all moves around. I'm going to try to pull off the moves real quick. I have it on easy so the guy doesn't bother me too much and I can show you some stuff. But I'll try to keep it so you can see the screen. And I'm holding an awkward position because of the camera, so we'll see what I can do. So you can see the screen and see my thumb. And I'll pull off Dragon Punch, whatever. Here we go. There we go. Fireball rolls really good. See, I can just do it on command. It's really good cross. It's not hard at all. Here comes Dragon Punch. Oh crap. See, real easy. See my thumb going. It just rolls around it really well. Just spam fireballs all day, which is a good strategy. And there goes Fei Long. F it, Fei Long. I killed you even though you're on easy. I don't care. So that was that. So it's a good command cross, and that's the Sega Nomad. I'm going to do a little recap, and that's it. Alright, so that was the Sega Nomad. I highly recommend it. Play your Genesis games everywhere. Unfortunately, we didn't have time to get to X-Men 2 Clone Wars. It's probably one of my favorite games of all time. But if you play as much Genesis as I do, you can play it anywhere with this. You can use the batteries if you want. Get rechargeable ones if you do. Don't destroy the planet. This thing's an earth killer. But I got the power thing, car thing, this Nomad, and about 15 EA games, because this guy I bought it from was apparently a sports fanatic. He had a couple Maddens, a couple NHLs, for about 120 bucks. I got on eBay after the bidding was all done. So if you're wondering, that's what I got it for. You can pick it up on eBay. Sega Nomad, highly recommended. 10 out of 10. I love it. Just the idea of it. My Sega games anywhere I want. That's it. This is Weapon X SJ. Comment, subscribe if you like the videos. Check out the other ones. I wanted to do this since I started my channel to review this, and I finally got around to it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Pick up the Nomad if you can. Best portable system. I'm lying. GBA is. Alright, you guys have a good one. Weapon X SJ.